What's up folks, my name is Felix. Welcome back to a new video where we're going to talk about Merlin chain and what's currently going on, because I spotted two new protocols on the network which might be interesting for you to look into, but more about that in a few moments. First, we want to talk about the overall statistics, what's currently going on Merlin chain, because we surpassed the number 3 biggest Ethereum layer 2 in terms of total value locked, because Merlin chain now is pretty close to a TVL of 2.2 billion US dollars, and that with just one project which is already live on the network, which is Merlin Swap. So these are definitely some big numbers and speaks for itself how big the community behind this is, especially with all the assets that have been bridged over to the network. And there will be countless opportunities in the upcoming weeks to make gains on this network. It will be unbelievable, but more about that in future videos then. Our team currently also looks pretty solid. We are sitting at 1.87 BTC, which have been bridged from 32 people. They now raised the cap, for example, to 500 people. So if you're still sidelined or were waiting to deposit into it, feel free to do so with our invite code. Just bridge over through the Merlin seal. You can do that by bridging Bitcoin assets, for example, or you can also bridge, for example, USDC, USDT, Ethereum from Arbitrum or the Ethereum network by just typing in the amount, then the invite code, and then you stake your assets. But that's not topic of today's video. First, I want to give you an overview how you can track your assets on the network, because Merlin chain has now been integrated in DBank, so you can track all your assets on here which are already whitelisted. For example, the Merlin chain and the most important assets are already whitelisted over here. For example, you can see on my wallet here, I can see my current Bitcoin amount on this wallet. I can see my Voya token airdrop, which we will talk about in a few seconds as well. And I also just bought an asset called Spell, which we will also talk about in a few seconds. But this one I had to add manually. You can do that by adding tokens through their token address, and then they will be displayed over here, but they will not count into the overall amount on top here, just to be aware of that. Then there is another opportunity. You can already speculate on the future price of your MERL token and can trade them on Whales Market, which is a pre-market or a prediction market platform on Solana, quite popular on there, and people are speculating on all assets on there, especially those which will be airdropped in the future. And there are currently 8 offers for the MERL token. So if you want to speculate on your assets, you can do so, creating offers or buy some of the offers by depositing some collateral here on the platform on the Solana blockchain. But let's talk about the ecosystem projects, and the most popular and the only one that's currently live is Merlin Swap. Merlin Swap distributed an airdrop. They distributed 100% of their overall token supply to all people that met at least one of their requirements, which were to bridge at least 0.01 BTC or to hold at least 140k Huhu token. You could have also held them in an LP, and you got 90 Voya tokens, which you could claim from their dashboard. If you, for example, were not able to claim those assets, I had an issue with one of my Unisat wallets that I wasn't able to claim the airdrop. So they airdropped 80 Voya tokens to all people that weren't able to claim their tokens. So you still got your airdrop. Just take a look in your wallet. The assets should be there. And the Voya token is currently trading at $3.31. So the airdrop amount should be at times 90 Voya tokens. We're sitting close to 300 US dollars. So free 300 US dollars you already got by just bridging 0.01 BTC, which at that point were around 550 to 600 US dollars. So you instantly now made 50% ROI by just bridging over to the network. And this was just the first airdrop. I definitely believe there are many more in the future. And what you can currently do, for example, with your Voya tokens is you can deposit them in the pools on Merlin Swap. So you just come over to the pool section, and there are a lot of pairs with the wrap BTC where you can earn nice APRs. Just be aware of impermanent loss, and also if the token goes parabolic, you will miss out on some gains if you have your assets supplied in those liquidity pools. That's why I currently hold all my assets, so the Voya token as well as the Spell token, which we will talk about in a few seconds, completely liquid on my wallet, because I expect them to do pretty well in the upcoming weeks, as Merlin Swap here in this case is the first mover when it comes to liquidity hubs or DEXs on the network. So let's talk about Spell, which is a new and upcoming platform, basically a staking platform for 3 assets. They will provide a staking opportunity for their native asset called the Spell token. They will provide it for the Voya token and also for Huhu, the #1 meme coin on Merlin chain. To mention that here as well, I'm not completely sure if Spell is legit. From my perspective, it's currently a 50-50 that this can be a rug pull. So just put this in consideration if you want to put in some funds into their token. They also, for example, had already a pre-sale. So there is, of course, risk involved that pre-salers might dump on us. The token is currently looking quite solid. We basically already had 2 sell-offs here in this case. The token is sitting just at 1 million market cap, and I bought my bag around the current price. So at around, I would say 81 to 83 cents, around that value. So why did I now take the risk and buy some of it? Obviously, if this goes parabolic with the staking they offer in the upcoming days, I want to be part of it. And the project or the product they offer is single staking for all those 3 assets. They will offer single staking for Spell tomorrow on the 27th of February at 7 p.m. UTC time. And then a day after, they will offer it for Voya and Huhu, the meme coin token as well. And they call it here in this case the flywheel mechanism. I don't know how high the APRs will be, but it looks interesting because if you single stake an asset, you also have, of course, exposure to price volatility. So if the token goes parabolic, potentially, you don't miss out on those gains. Of course, also the other way around, if the token dumps by 50%, you will also incur the paper loss as long as you don't sell. So I highlighted here in this case the pool release dates. There is an option that you will lock your funds for 7 days. This will get you a higher APY for those 7 days, which is like in most of the other staking or yield farms. And then they also have a program called Conjuring, where you can pair those assets with each other. For example, the Spell and the Huhu token and all the other pairs here as well. And if you don't want to go through this whole document, which I will link you, of course, down in the description box, you can read this TLDR here. So basically, it's just single staking for all those 3 assets, and you will be rewarded in the Spell token in the end. And you will profit, of course, from the swap fees on the platform. So please do your own research when it comes to Spell. If it's legit, I don't know yet. They are very small on Twitter here. There's not much attention on it yet. So let's see how this goes. The last one I wanted to show you in this video is a new platform which is called Merlin Starter, and they just announced 2 days ago that they have a partnership with Merlin Swap, and Merlin Starter will be a launchpad, the first launchpad on Merlin chain, which is quite bullish. As we all know, if you are a first mover in something, you most of the time, especially in early phases of new networks, do the best and your token gets a lot of exposure. And that's what I also expect for Merlin Starter. They are quite at the beginning. There is no token, no pre-sale, nothing yet out. That's why I can recommend you to just follow this Twitter account, check out what they offer in the upcoming days. Maybe they will announce a pre-sale, maybe they will do an airdrop. We don't know yet, so just check them out to stay up to date with all that's going on here. And that should do it on today's overview. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them below. If you don't want to miss future content on Merlin chain, which I offer on a daily basis here on this channel, also of course other kind of airdrop and yield farming opportunities, feel free to hit the subscribe button as well. That's it for today. Thanks for watching and see you in my next one.